Harden, the pass to Zubac. Outside, Simmons. Dunn outside. Simmons left side. And they double up Simmons. Here's Dunn. Offline with his three.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's good. 8 points for Jimmy Butler.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Harden hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Three-pointer, Hield hits it from three-point range.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
From deep, Harden. They get the rebound. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. MP, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 4. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a one of one, D.A. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kawhi Leonard is just... checked in for Golden State. Eubanks, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Simmons comes in for Jones. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry. Third is Bogdan Bogdanović.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. On the wing, Harden. He's defended by Podziemski. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to MP. A three ball. That one doesn't go. MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on, let me write that down. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
You look at this matchup at the point guard position, so much talent in this position in the league. You've got your work cut out for you every single night, Ernie.
The skill game taking center stage. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. MP. Some changes. Kuminga's come in for Green. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And MP subbed in for Curry. Donnie's checked in for the Clippers. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. We've got Brandon Podziemski. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Butler. Then it's MP. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And here's MP for three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
To the left wing. Dunn left side. Powell, no one around him, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of near ugly, but it's getting there.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. 6-second difference between the shot and game plan. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. And it's MV with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. From beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn. Back to Leonard. Dunn outside. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino.
He's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Harden. Derek Jones is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Dunn, and it's Simmons in at the 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against San Antonio, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Jones. Outside Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Simmons. Leonard comes in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for Chris Dunn. .139 left to play here in the fourth. And here's Harden. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And so